Good day. Question I have for you. Who is the Republicans' Adam Schiff? Who? Who is the Republicans' Liz Cheney? Which is kind of interesting if you think about it. There's kind of a pun there in a strange way, but who? Who do you think? Who is the AOC, or who is the Republican that the Democrats say, wow, now that's effective? Who? Want me to save you some time? No one. No one. Now, we can talk the usual stuff if you'd like. We can talk about the usual stuff, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's terrific. We can talk about the usual things, and Kevin McCarthy. But what does it matter? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter in the least. And the reason why it doesn't matter in the least, and this is important to note, is simply for the following. It doesn't matter in the least because, and this is important to note, it doesn't matter because, and I can't say this enough, it doesn't matter because of the fact that they get stuff done. And you, I, we, whoever we are, whatever this group is, we don't get anything done. But we have great videos and great tweets, and it's wonderful. Matt Gaetz he's tweeting away. And remember, Matt Gaetz, he has gone against everyone. I don't even want to get into it, but if you haven't figured out Matt Gaetz, I don't know what to tell you. If you haven't figured out Matt Gaetz and Tulsi Gabbard and the usual stories, I don't know. And the one I'm really wondering about now, is this Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think she's got a lot of tremendous natural firepower, but it's going to be interesting to note. See, because unlike most people, I always suspect the people who are purportedly on my side, not the people who pretend to be on my side. If that makes any sense to you. Okay? Now, the GOP is fractious. This one is arguing with this. They don't like Kevin McCarthy, and he's a sellout, and we don't like him. And we don't like MTG because she voted for him, and Matt Gaetz is different over there. And meanwhile, the Democrats are like this. AOC doesn't fight with anybody. Rashida Tlaib. You know who the Democrats, and I have nothing but respect for their political ability. Nothing. Not their whatever their wherewithal is, this psychic, whatever this thing is they're doing. No, I'm not into that. But I am telling you that there's something about the way that they fight that I like and I respect. Do you remember, did you ever hear of the NVA General? This was one of my favorite generals. General Giap. Vo Win Giap. G-I-A-P. I think he died at... How old was he when he died? This guy was... I think he was 102. This was a genius. This was a genius. And I want you to listen to me carefully. Remember, you always study the enemy. And this is one reason why nobody wanted to tell you the truth about Vietnam at the time, because this was too scary. That's why nobody will tell you the truth about Russia and Ukraine. Nobody ever wants to talk about that. Nothing. And you're not going to hear it on Fox News, and you're not going to hear it on MSNBC. You're not going to hear it anywhere. You got to know where to look. But let me tell you about General Giap. What he did was this. He took the rule book, throw it away. Just like we did, theoretically, this story goes, right around the Revolutionary War, when we decided to not line up and wearing red coats and be picked off, and we had snipers and Minutemen and all this kind of jazz. I mean, some of that's true, but a lot of it was rather exaggerated. But here's the story. What Giap did was, he says, we're going to grab them, we're going to fight them by the buckle, by the belt buckle. We're going to pull them in tight, and poof, gone. And what they did was some American soldiers in Vietnam said that they would go almost a year and never see the Viet Cong, or they don't know who they were, or the NVA. They would see booby traps and snipers and death and destruction, but they wouldn't see the enemy. You know what that does to you? They don't know who's who. You don't know who the enemy is. They didn't know. But what the NVA would do is they'd go in right there. So you couldn't call in artillery. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't, fire missions and, air support and all this. You're right there. And then they're gone. Into the woods, into the tunnels, and they're gone. Gone through, finished. What did the Democrats do? They come out, they go away. Here's the squad. Remember this? Ayanna Pressley and Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar and AOC. Gone. And then here comes Nancy Pelosi. Gone. And then here comes Liz Cheney, who was a Democrat. Adam Kinzinger. Adam Schiff. Jerry Nadler. Maxine Waters. Mazie Hirono. And they never turn on each other. Not the Republicans. What do? They're all over the place. They have Turning Point USA. They go to Turning Point USA. Hey, that'll do it. They go to Fox News and they tweet and they don't like, this one doesn't like Kevin McCarthy and this one doesn't like so and so. Oh, that's terrific. Isn't that great? Brilliant. They don't like those people. I know you're tired of me telling you the truth. I know this. I know you don't want to hear this. I know you don't want to hear it. You want to hear little stories about, hey, did you hear Nancy Pelosi? She mispronounced Kwanzaa. I don't care about that. Hey, whatever happened to Nancy Pelosi's hammer? I don't care about that. Hey, did you see what Jill Biden was wearing? Her dress looked like upholstery. I don't care about that. Title 42, then what's happening? I don't know. That's what's going on. If I wish for one thing of 2023, we have to ask ourselves, where is it? Where is political commentary today? Where is it? When Dave Chappelle is your Richard Pryor, when Dave Chappelle is your wow. When Dave Chappelle, this is your stand-up comedy? This is the cutting edge? Well, Dave Chappelle will talk about pronouns. Are you kidding me? That's done. What's the new? No, really nothing. And to be fair, there's not a lot of really good left. There were more. Jon Stewart, during Jon Stewart's day, he was damn good. He doesn't exist anymore. You know that, right? Look at the landscape. Look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. If you want to know some of the funniest stuff ever, and I cannot tell you this enough, so help me God, if you said right now, go up, hit the stage, any club, anything, assuming we didn't have, people with purple hair, named, some name I can't pronounce or some pronoun, whatever. But assuming that, I could go up and say, you do it right now. And all I would do is tell you, did you hear what happened today? And that's what's happening on January 14th at the cutting room. That's what I'm doing. That's it. It's when you hear it like this, and for hour and a half, 2 hours, boom, 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 plus your commentary, you think, oh my God, I never thought, oh my God. And the best part about it, here's the best part. It's the truth. Oh, people hate the truth. Oh my God. People hate the truth. So January 14th, tickets are available right now. Here's the link right now. Here's the link. This is the link. And let me tell you something. I cannot wait. And I want to meet you and take pictures with you and talk to you and have you ask me kind of what we're doing now, but in a, I don't want to say nightclub setting, but you got the point. We have in New York City a mayor who is just, I've never seen anything like it. Let me give you an example of something. Let me give you an example and let me see if I can maybe. Joni Mitchell one time intoned, "You don't know what you've got till it's gone." Okay? And it's true. And Joni Mitchell said, and this is very, very important. Joni Mitchell said, and I say this again. Let me rephrase it. You don't know what you're going to miss. You don't know what you're going. You don't know how good you had it. It's another way of saying it. Years ago, we had a mayor by the name of Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani was the mayor of New York City, and he was. Some people loved him. Some people hated him. But at first, he came in. He says, "The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the things that people know the most." Aggressive panhandling, which was really a problem, and squeegee men. So help me God, overnight, gone. I think he lobotomized them, put them on a gulag somewhere. I have no idea. They're just gone. One night, came out of the Lincoln Tunnel, there they were. Guy walks up to your car, he's got a pail and a squeegee in it, and he grabs your windshield wiper, can break it, and he's going to take this thing, there's no water in it, he's going to smear up your, and you go, no, here, go away. You pay him, okay, thanks. People were screaming. Not everybody was at the Lincoln Tunnel, not everybody came from there, but it's the first thing he did. Immediately, gone. He's a genius. How did you do that? Gone. Aggressive panhandling? Gone. So people come up, hey, they had that original Parthenon Greek cup, hey. And then, gone. It's beautiful. I love this guy. All right. That's that. So what happens next? Well, it's interesting to note. It just kind of, we realize it's the broken window. And the broken window, Wilson and whatever it was that said, if you want that when there is a building on your block in your neighborhood with broken windows that's never been fixed, it tells people they don't really care about things. They'll throw things down. They don't care because you don't even care about this. Fix the broken window and set a new course. Well, that's what happened in subways and little crimes and events and things that really didn't matter, didn't seem to matter. Kind of, quality of life stuff they called it. Well, guess what? It mattered. And he changed it. Okay. He leaves, and a lot of people hated him because there was the Rudy Giuliani. There was the September 10th Rudy Giuliani and the September the 11th. The September 10th, they hated him. Blacks, whites, teachers, gays, cops, firemen, no raises. They couldn't stand this guy. I mean, he was at the nadir. Okay? September the 11th, Rudy pops out. I don't even know where he came from. So he's superhero. He's everywhere. Command presence. Like you can't, but we're going to come here. Okay. Rudy's out of office, term limits, and here comes Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg, who went from Democrat to Republican to independent. He's almost like Charlie Crist in Florida. And he was great, and he kept saying, well, And Rudy said, maybe I should stay out of it. No, beat it. Michael Bloomberg put in these bikes and asphalted Times Square and these stupid sugar bans. Michael Bloomberg had something called Latch On New York. It was a program where women who gave birth in city hospitals were told and were dissuaded from using, listen to this, from using, what What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? From using baby formula because they wanted to promote breastfeeding, which was great. But this is a city hospital. You're the mayor. What do you want to talk about that? Oh, no, he wanted to do that. And immediately people said, where's Rudy? Where's Rudy? Oh, you want Rudy now? Yeah, this guy's crazy. Okay. 3 terms of him or whatever it was, he's out. Then comes Big Bird, Bill de Blasio. Oh, my God. This is a guy that you can't imagine. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, my. And you know why he was the mayor? And I give this only as an example. I know nobody cares about New York. I understand that, but let me give you an example. You know why he was elected? Because his son had an afro. And when I tell people that, people think, no, you don't mean that. No. You don't understand. His son had an afro. They loved his afro. People went crazy about the afro. That's why he got elected, because his son had an afro. Dante, his son. So help me God. That's it. Hey, there's his son. He's got an afro. I don't care if a guy's got a freight wig. What are you talking about? The guy's in, all right, he's the president. I mean, the mayor. 2 terms. The worst. Used to smoke weed. Hidden. Nobody saw him. Never went out. Okay. He's out. And then we're saying, I miss Bill Bloomberg. Oh, you want Bloomberg now? Anybody but this guy. Bloomberg was great. Bloomberg was law and order. Bloomberg was a businessman. Bloomberg got things done. Now you miss him. Okay, he's gone. Now we got Eric Adams, the jadrul, the buffoon, the oaf, the chuff, the churl, the bore, the rusticator, the imbecile who wants to just be. He even said one time, that's how I flow. That's how I flow. Like one of his, what? I'm out at night. I'm out checking things out. You're out at night. What do you be a mayor? No, when I get done going to the clubs and going to the restaurants, I go and I check the subways. You don't go to the subway. You just want to be, all right, fine. De Blasio never went to clubs. Never went to Broadway. Didn't care. We miss him. He actually knew what he was doing. Now we got this guy. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Hillary Clinton, I would take, and you know it too. You would take Hillary Clinton over this Biden in a heartbeat because she knew where she was. She knew what she stood for. You knew what she stood for. You knew when you're talking to her, she's making the decisions. So if you get mad at her, you get mad at her. When you get mad at Biden, you're mad at the committee or whatever you're mad at. You know it, and I know it. And that's exactly the way that is. It's incredible. Each successive. But 2024 is going to be Gavin Newsom. That's the next president. Gavin Newsom. Not Ron DeSantis. No. Notice how Ron DeSantis is kind of peak too early. Gavin Newsom's like, no. Take it easy. Take it easy. So what's the latest? If you watch I just did a brand new video at Lionel Media. There's one thing which I do, which is important for me to explain to you these things. But I get to talk at a level that's a little bit more, shall I say, open than this. And there is the link for that, for the subscriber platform. I get to speak in a way that's more open. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but you watch some podcasts and people think, you don't think anybody's really talking to you. You think somebody's talking to, like you're eavesdropping. It's not about you. In these broadcasts, and I hope to an extent here, given the limitations of this, I hope you think I'm talking to you. I'm not standing out there making some big proclamation on you people. No. Now, Mr. Eric Adams said that Big Brother, what was it? What did he say? You're going to love this one. He actually said in an article, he said, Big Brother, Big Brother is protecting you. He talks about stronger policing. and how his aspirations play out in a city where fears of increasing criminal crimes are being counterbalanced against surveillance and the like. He's laying the groundwork for a surveillance grid, the likes of which nobody's ever seen. And what he's doing is, he is saying, oh, no, this is going to help you. This is going to help you. Don't you see how this works? Oh, I see. Really? Yes, that's it. Well, let me tell you what you're going to have to worry about. A couple of things. Two things in particular, very, very important. Number one, food shortages. I still keep waiting. If you want to see where the food shortage story is, you have to go elsewhere. You got to go around the world. You got to see what's happening around the world. You have to see what is happening around the world. That's all they're talking about. Because your family is not prepared for severe food shortages. That's why My Patriot Supply is going the extra mile to make emergency food as affordable as possible. You can't get any more serious than this. Right now, they're taking $250 off their 3-month emergency food kit, which is the minimum your family should have per person. The kit involves delicious, easy-to-make breakfast, lunches, dinners, drinks, snacks for one person for 3 solid months. And you get one for each member of your family while you're able to save $250 during this timely sale, which ends soon. Remember, My Patriot Supply is the nation's largest preparedness company with millions of families already protected. And these 3-month food kits are in stock and ready to go. And they're shipped fast, free, and they arrive in unmarked boxes so your nosy neighbors don't know what the hell's going on here. And to protect your privacy. So you're going to go to preparewithlionel.com. Do you hear what I'm saying? Go to preparewithlionel.com. And here is the link right here for you. I'm going to put it right in my little doohickey gizmo thing here. Preparewithlionel.com. Do it. Now, what's happening right now is there was a time in this country when we, active participants, used to worry about things like surveillance, Big Brother. There were these things that the government would come up with every now and then. One of them would be, it was a device that, they had Stingray, which basically captures, this is old technology now, this is boring stuff, but there was one that came up, they said, it was a device that they had these poles, these microphones that were set around the city, and these would act accordingly, so they could triangulate and determine when shots were fired. It could figure out and triangulate accordingly. Okay. What they were saying was, no, you're recording people. No, we're not. No, these don't record voices. These merely, if there's it'll tell you where the shots are coming from. America bought that. Hook, line, and stinker. They bought it. They bought the story. Then in 1990, first time I ever heard about this, Alex Jones reported this. And it was either, I want to say Comcast, I don't know, but there were microphones in your cable box, They were already rolling this out. Don't hold me to it, but they were already doing this because they wanted to be able to hear what you were saying to, let's say, gear advertising and the like. Or they hear a dog barking. There's dog food commercials. Now there's a baby crying. There's baby food commercials. This was going on then. I remember telling people, you're crazy. I'm saying, but here it is, Alex Jones. Don't bring up Alex Jones. He's crazy. Okay, maybe he is. But here's the article. I don't want to say that. This is from, not the left, from the right. Do you ever hear anybody on the left ever challenge anything about any program? Pronoun programs, anything? Do you ever hear that? Do you ever hear it? No. They never turn on themselves. Never. We do. And you're crazy. He's crazy. This one's crazy. What happens is there are so many things to do. me give you an example of something. I like analogies. I think you do too. Imagine we have a factory to protect, to watch over. And I have a series of guards. I'm going to say, you're going to be on this corner. This is your post. Okay. And you're going to be on that post. Okay. And you're going to be on that post. Okay. And this is your area. You stay there. Okay. You got that? Good. This is your area. Got it. What would happen if the guards maybe didn't show up one night? Or maybe one guy didn't like his area, so he moves over and goes to another area. That wouldn't happen. That's what we do. We have stories. We have a post. Instead of you saying, okay, I'll be in charge of surveillance issues. You be in charge of, let's say, border reform. You be in charge of COVID or whatever. Oh, no. We get tired of our post and we'll walk over here this way. Oh, I'm going to talk about that one. We get tired of this. This is bored. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to talk about that guy. Really? Yeah, I'm going to go talk to that guy. You're going to talk to that guy? Yeah, I'm going to talk to him. That's where I'm going to go. That's the area I want to go next. Oh, okay. You sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure about that. Okay, well, fair enough. Whatever. That's what we're going to do. Yep, okay. And we get tired of stuff. And we'll talk about this for a while, and then we get tired of it. And then the best part is we're very easily distracted. People say, let's say you're the guard, and somebody will whisper something or whistle, and they know you'll leave your post and go investigate someplace down the street because you're curious. That's what happened with January 6th. That's what happened with other stuff. That's over with. What do you care about? You talk about that? You talk about this election, about this 2020 election. How long are you going to keep talking about the 2020 election? How long? What do you not understand about the 2020? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? I don't know. Is Kerry Lake going to file any more lawsuits? Do you think Kerry Lake, they're going to say, wait a minute, hold it. Kerry, you're right. Come here. Give it back. Come here. You. Give me your title. No. Kerry, come here. We made a mistake. No, it's yours. Do you think that's going to happen? No. It's a good story, but you're wasting your time with this. Where is the GOP building up its recruitment? Where is the GOP building up its, what's the word? Where is the GOP building up its, I don't know what the word is, voter registration, get people to the polls. Anybody? Is anybody doing this? Don't know. Nope. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. What was her name from, the GOP, they're talking about whether it should be Harmeet Dillon, Ronna McDaniel. These issues make just a waste of time. Meanwhile, Democrats are laughing. They've got the next 5, 10, they're like iPhones, Apple. They've got the next iteration of iPhones already rolled out, ready to go. And you're worrying about the 2020 elections. You're talking about stuff January 6th. And you never talked about January 6th when it was happening. You never talked about the people who were being held without a bail. But now I don't think so. Or Trump. Trump is the biggest distraction of them all. I think he was the greatest president. Okay, maybe. I think he won. He got, okay, you're still doing that? You're still talking about that? It's time to move on. 2024 is, my God. And who's going to be in charge? We don't know. This is why I say to you, we need a revolution, a peaceful, bloodless, intellectual, spiritual revolution. We have to start from square one. To most Republicans today, I'm sorry to say this, do you know what the focus of their world is? Fox News. And there might be Breitbart here. It might be, maybe, Newsmax or whatever. But that's it. That's it. And maybe like any, did you know that? Did you hear what Nancy Pelosi said? This is the most incredible thing in the world. Oh, I love this. Did you hear what Judge Janine said about it? That's it. That's it. The Democrats are like this. The Democrats, they're destroying. CNN's falling apart. MSNBC's got no leadership. Fine. Doesn't matter. We're on our way. They have no cable news presence really to speak of. Doesn't matter. They own the Washington Post. Does it matter? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Because they have, just like the iterations of the iPhone that are lined up, ready to go, so is the next legislation, the next everything. And Republicans, what do they have? I don't know. I'm dead serious. I don't know. What do you stand for? What are you going to do? Politically, not what is your social media message. I understand that. But what are you doing? I don't know. I have no idea. So I am trying to tell people yet again, you got to make up your mind. And you got to say, which side are you going to be on? The winners or the losers? Or do you want to just sit around and just talk about stuff? Maybe you want to watch for the millionth time another Ben Shapiro video at a college or a university where some kid stands up and says men can get pregnant, and or Swan, whoever not Swan, what's his name, Walsh gets up and he says this. No, what is a woman? Well, but if that's your thing, seriously, because I think that's it. Or libs of TikTok. Fascinatingly important and entertaining. Is that critical? No. Do most people know about that? No. It's nice, but it sucks all the oxygen out of the room, and it distracts you, like a cat with a pen light. You're just running around, just following it. What does it matter? Does Biden ever talk about that? No. Do you get to vote about this? Is there anybody saying, we're going to have more drag queens? No. Well, what are we talking about? Well, we want to go to a what? Why are you worried about that? It's wrong. Okay, let's worry about the election first. And then when your side takes over school boards and, state legislatures and the White House and the Senate, maybe, but until then, you're like the security guard who's distracted. You're over there like, wow, I heard a coyote. The hell with a coyote. Stay here. Focus. That's where we are right now. And you ain't seen nothing yet. And we're not done with, you still don't understand Russia and Ukraine. Never have. You never have. You've never, and the left and the right don't have any idea of what this is about. Nothing. And I'm not even going to begin to explain what that is to you. So that's where we are with that. Now, in some good news, which is even more important, let's talk about our good friend. That's right, MyPillow. That's right, MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. Our good friend Mike Lindell. There it is right there. Right there in the section. Go there and look for yourself. Go to MyPillow.com. And look at the veritable a plethora of information. The bedsheet sale ever is back. The overstock sale is going crazy. Our Lionel promo code changes all the time. You've got to go and see. You can also sign up for your free gift. Sandals, mattresses, blankets, towels, the greatest. You go this, MyPillow.com, my friends. MyPillow.com. MyPillow.com. Promo code Lionel. Promo code Lionel. Don't use anybody else's promo code. Just ignore them. Because Mike wants to work with us, and we want to work with Mike. All right? It's that simple. All right, my friends, I hope everybody's... You know what was very sad? They said immediately people are getting rid of their Christmas trees. 3 days after Christmas, you're already getting rid of them? I thought they're already stocked and piled up and making mulch. And let me ask you a very serious question. How long do you go before, for those, of course, with live trees, or how long do you go? How long do you keep your folks up, your trees up? How long do you do this? Very important, very, very important issue. How long do you keep your trees up, as it were? 3 days? They're already, I don't understand this. What is your time frame? Don't you want to just, too early, too late? I remember a long time, they used to say like, well, maybe New Year's Eve. Yeah, I think Liz Solak is correct. New Year's Eve, maybe January 6th. Okay, I'm with you on that. But 3 days? New Year's Day, that's what people are saying. January 6th. Interesting. I'm seeing a truncation, dare I say, of everything. And I see, little by little, a deliberate attempt on the part of people to end this once and for all. All right, my friends, don't forget, follow me on Twitter right there. I got some great Twitter stuff, which is terrific. I know you may say, I don't like Twitter. Well, you know what? That's a limited hangout, to be sure, but what are you going to do? And also, by the way, I want to remind you of this. People say, what about that Lionel merch? Where do I get that huge mug? Well, you go right here for that. This is the official Lionel Nation store. And that's it. Oh, and one more thing. You've got to make sure that you sign up for the newsletters, which is critical. This is the Lionel Nation newsletter. Oh, it's beautiful. They're so good. Somebody wrote one time, can you make them shorter? No. This is for the literate, the literati, and the glitterati. All right, my dear friends, you have a great and glorious day. We'll see you tomorrow at the same bad time, same bad channel, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much for being with us. Have a great and glorious day. Stay warm, stay safe, stay focused, stay committed. We're going to get through this together every single day. And until tomorrow, I remind you, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Ta-ta.